Hal goes on a rescue mission in Green Lantern issue 52. So that's it for Green Lantern of the New 52. This is the last issue. And much similar to the Detective Comics of this week, this series felt like it could have done with a couple more issues. This story, anyway, because the Grey Agents, we'd seen them, I think it was the annual and maybe one other issue, but they weren't really teased as like this big villain. They were just like some guys who were hunting down Hal Jordan, and that's basically it. They're literally just bounty hunters, more or less. And this issue is just Hal fighting them, and then at the end of it, he becomes the construct Hal Jordan that we've seen in the last couple of issues, where it's sort of like the gauntlet and like the power of will overtaking Hal and sort of becoming a being of its own. And it looks like that's going to be going into Rebirth, since the end of this issue sort of teases a little bit about Rebirth, about Hal, I guess, going on a journey and looking to find out what's going on with him and what's going on with the Green Lantern Corps and everything. So that's definitely carrying over to Rebirth, which is going to be really interesting. And this is, I think, the first comic that has actually teased Rebirth, since Detective Comics didn't tease Rebirth, mainly because I guess Jim Gordon isn't going to be the Batman anymore, and he's just going to be back to Commissioner Gordon, but still should have teased it in that. But yeah, it's pretty interesting that we've finally actually got a teaser for Rebirth. But yeah, I still don't know what exactly is going to happen. I guess Hal's now going to be Construct Green Lantern. I guess we'll find out in a couple of weeks when the Rebirth special comes out whether he actually still is, because I know on that cover he actually isn't. So I wonder if that's just like, because he can't really go off covers, but you know, I wonder if that's sort of, he's sort of got it down pat and he can actually use it as an ability now, which I think it'd be really cool. It'd add like a little bit of dimension to his character, whereas every time he turns to it, it sort of takes a little bit of part of Hal away, and he's slowly becoming more like it and everything, and it's slowly, I guess, eating his humanity in a way. It's going to be really interesting to find out what exactly it is. I think it's like a green Parallax, like a green version of Parallax, maybe. That'd be really cool. Also, the Allah Hal Jordan, who was Parallax, is just disappeared. He's not round anymore, I guess. I don't know what's gonna happen with him. It's gonna be interesting. I know he was in Telos for a little bit, and then yeah, he just sort of disappeared, even though he was in this universe, and it was kind of like a big tease. Like when you saw him at the end of, I think it was Green Lantern issue 50, you think, oh crap, stuff's gonna go down, you know, this is gonna be really cool, but he just like left, and it was kind of disappointing. But all in all, this comic was pretty cool. It was mainly a big tease for Rebirth. Other than the Grey Agents weren't exactly good bad guys, or they weren't really bad guys in the first place. They were sort of like the Green Lanterns in the fact that they were a police force. They were kind of underwhelming. It didn't really, they just came out of nowhere. But yeah, if you've been reading Green Lantern, this is definitely a finishing issue. But yeah, you could probably just skip this issue. I'm going to give it a 8 out of 10.